So last class we had discussed, right? So what is Jenkins? How to configure Jenkins master and Jenkins slave machine, and how to connect with so Jenkins master and slave means so mostly uh, so there is some system problem, there is performance problem, space problem. So each and every job if you run Jenkins master, there is a problem, right? Burden on Jenkins master. So this is the master. Already last class we discussed, right? So we are going to create so multiple slave missions, multiple slave missions. But jobs and are running only Jenkins master only. This is the so Jenkins master server. Real time we are maintaining like this. This is the Jenkins master server. All jobs running here only. All jobs running here only. And so whenever so this is a based on region, based on specific branch. So we are maintaining some slave missions. This is also one instance. Don't confuse. This is also one slave instance. That is Windows or Linux, whatever it may be. Slave, right? So once job is created, I don't want to trigger jobs. By default, if you run any job, where it will trigger? Master only. Correct? ఇప్పుడు మీరు జాబ్ క్రియేట్ చేశారు. ఇఫ్ యూ క్రియేట్ ఎనీ జాబ్, ఇఫ్ యూ రన్ ఎనీ జాబ్, బై డిఫాల్ట్ ఆల్ జాబ్స్ రన్నింగ్ ఇన్ విచ్ మిషన్? This is a job. If I run this job, by default where it is running? By default మీ జాబ్ ఎక్కడ రన్ అవుతుంది మనకి? మాస్టర్ ఆర్ స్లేవ్? హలో.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 1 minute. Voice ఏదో చేంజ్ మై నెట్వర్క్. ఇది బ్రేక్ అవుతుంది కదా మధ్యలో. నౌ కెన్ యూ హియర్ మీ? వినిపిస్తాను సుధీర్?
Investor, sir.
Okay. So this is a Jenkins server. This is a slave machine, sir. So now this is my job. This is my Jenkins job. If I run this job, so by default where it will trigger? Master or slave? By default
Master.
only
Master.
master. This is the same. Blindly remember. So if we create any job, if we create any job in Jenkins server, and if you run any job in Jenkins server, by default all jobs trigger in master only. Suppose if we come to real time, this is the enterprise Jenkins server. We have many jobs, lot of projects running here only. Okay. So there is a some say disk problem, there is some performance problem, access problem. So we need some security, right? So that is the reason in real time. So we are configuring master and slave. This is also one mission. Don't confuse. Only workspace and all we are splitting to slave only. So this is I have multiple jobs, right? So here also we are giving one path, workspace path. Here we are creating one workspace. This is the just we are giving so workspace path. So here also we are giving workspace path. So like this we are creating multiple slave missions, multiple slave missions. Whenever if you run any job, by default it is running so master. Now I don't want to trigger my job in master. We want to trigger in slave missions. Okay. Already last class we discussed, right? So that case, now see here, this is a job. Now if you go here, dashboard, go here, manage Jenkins, and we can check. So nodes, if you click on nodes, now see here, right now, these are the two nodes. So these are the two nodes. So these are the two nodes. Okay. Now this is the master node and this is the master node and one is slave machine. Already last class I created. So already last class I created. Already last class I created. Correct? Now this slave machine is active. This is in offline or online?
Which one?
Slave machine. It is in
Offline.
offline. Now it
Offline.
won't run, right? So now if you run any job, it is running. Now see here, click on this. Now this is the This is the offline. So now we need to copy this command. Go to already last class we created, right? This is very important. Interview purpose, most of the people they are asking. Here I created one workspace, Jenkins, where I created last class. I given one path, Jenkins. This is the node, correct? So right click, or else here open command prompt, CMD, command prompt, and we have to execute here this command. That's it. Now see here it is connected. This is the one way. We are following a different way also we can follow. Okay. Now if you go here, if you go here, now go to here Jenkins dashboard and go to manage Jenkins. Now observe here whether it is offline or online. Now see here. Now this slave mission also online. Now how to run your job only particular slave mission? Now just assume this is my job. So how to split my workspace to slave mission? Anyone? Go to go to job configuration, configuration, and if you go down, there is a one option. That's it. Very simple only. If you understand concept, very simple. See, restrict where this project can be run. If didn't suppose if you are not selected this option, your job is triggering where master or slave. Suppose if you are not selecting this option, by default your job is triggering
Master.
master. I don't want trigger my job in master, the workspace and all. I want to move, we want to move slave mission. Select this one. Now it is asking label expression. So while creating node, we given one name, correct? So what is that name? Search here. See here. Now if you search here, this is the name. This is the name. See here, I selected. Now apply, save. That's it. Once node configuration is done, come to your job, go to configuration section, and so go to here, select restrict where this project can be run, and give the label name. That's it. Save. Now by default, if you trigger this job, if you run this job, if you build this job, so now workspace and all it will go to your slave missions. That's it. Now if you want to, you can observe here also. Now see here. So where is your path? See here. Where is your path? C colon CHN node workspace Chennai. Suppose if you are not selecting this node mission, by default your job will trigger. Go to first job. I think here I didn't select, right? Now see here, where is this path? This is the master path. Now got it? Anyone any doubt here? What is Jenkins slave and master, and why you need to configure? Interview purpose and real time also. So most of the people, not most only, 99% people are asking. So 99% so people are asking, so master and slave concept. Now we got some idea, right? So anyone any doubt here? If you want to configure existing configuration and all, go to manage Jenkins, go to nodes and select your node name and click on configuration. See, already last class I configured, right? This is my node name, and so how many executors you want, and this is the remote root directory. Right now I don't have any separate instance, so just I assume this is a separate instance. In my local only I given a separate path. This is the label name. I given label name, and only build a job with the label expression matches. Whenever if you select CHN node label name, so your job will be triggered under this slave mission. Under this slave mission. That's it. Now remaining things same as it is, and so leave it. Clear, Sudhir? Nitu,
Yes, sir.
clear? So this
Yes,
is very important. interview purpose as well as real time. Concept is very simple, but we need to practice. Once you understand, by default, all jobs running only master. So real time, many jobs we are creating here only. But jobs and all we are creating here only. Don't create here. No need to install Jenkins and all here. This is only just one dummy server. Your workspace and all we are move on to this space, this slave machine only. That's it. Now got it. Remaining story same only. Go to job configuration, and while running your job we have to select any job. See here, so configure, and so here if you run this job by default it is running master. I don't want to run master, I want to run my slave mission, particular slave. That case, label expression whatever name we given there, just pass here that name. That's it, very simple. Okay, this is very very important, master and slave. Now, I hope you got some idea. Now, if you go here, go to manage Jenkins, and so if we see here, so notes and all already know plugins tools. So most of the cases, so interview they are asking how to install plugin. Now I hope you know, right, how to install plugin. Now, what is the tool section? What is the tool section? If you want to configure any tools, Maven, Ant, Gradle, any tool. If you want to integrate any tool in Jenkins, go to tool section. And what is the node section? If you want to configure master and slave concept, see here, add, remove, control, monitor the various nodes that Jenkins run jobs. So this is the node section. What is this system? This is the global configurations. Global means common options for all jobs. This is the global configuration. Common steps for all jobs. Clear? Clear, Neetu? So enter also most of the people. So how to install plugin? This is the option. How to configure any tool section. If you want to configure master and slave, nodes. And this is the global configuration. Common steps in all jobs. This is the system. Clear, Sudhir?
Clear, sir.
Okay. Now, if you go here in this section, mostly real time also we are using users. How to create users and all. This is the user creation. And so one more option very very important, security. So already you know, right, how to configure role based strategy, role based authorization strategy plugin, how to configure jobs, and how to check it. This is the and so once if we enable role based strategy plugin, automatically we can see one more option, manage and assign roles. So this is the manage and assign roles. With the help of this, we can give permissions user to particular job. So whatever we want to, based on user role, we can configure in this section, mostly security and users. So remaining and all, most of the people, no one is asking if you want to take backup. So remaining and all, based on your requirement, we can do it whatever you want. Clear? Clear, Neetu? So now, clear,
Yes,
Sudhir?
sir.
Now interview also, there is one more topic, very very important, and so pipeline concept. If you attend any interview, so 99 100% they are asking, so can you explain your pipeline process? So today I will explain, and next class I will give more examples. Okay. Now, as of now, we implemented many steps. Now, first I will overview how it will work. So, as of now, we implemented many steps, right? So, each and everything, so we can implement, we implemented manually. See here. So, this is the repository. Now, observe here. This is our repository. This is our source code, right? This is our source code. Here we used GitHub account. This is the GitHub account, and so here this is our source code, SC source code. That is nothing but project code. Don't confuse here. And I am working on particular branch name. For example, development branch. Now developers keep on working same branch, right? Particular branch or particular repository. So particular branch and particular repository. Not only developer, everyone. So now just assume we are working on the, so we are working on the particular repository. 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 Okay. So now, so if anyone modify, this is the already right. This is the, what is this? This is the central workspace or central repository. This is the central workspace or central repo. This is the central workspace, and this is the local workspace. Anyone any doubt here? Local workspace. Clear? So that okay. Now
Yes.
now we integrated CI/CD processor. Now integrated CI/CD processor. Now integrated CI/CD processor. Now integrated CI/CD processor. This is a Jenkins, right? Now we integrated CI/CD processor. So these steps and all, I automated or manually I configure each and everything. Manually I configure. Now see here, this is the CI/CD tool. Continuous integration slash continuous integration. Continuous integration, continuous deployment tool. So here Jenkins we used. So with the help of Jenkins, Jenkins is a just like one tool. So Jenkins is a just like one tool. Jenkins is a just like one tool. It won't do itself. What we have to do? We need to configure some other tools. Now, with the help of build tool Maven, with the help of build tool Maven, with the help of build tool Maven, and what tool you configure here? We configure one tool, right? What is this tool? Build tool. What is the tool name? Already you know, right? Maven. Correct? So with the help of Maven, so here we are generating artifact files. Artifact files. Yes or no? So here we are generating artifact files. Once a build is run, build is success or fail, we are running jar file, we are running jar file or var file or ER file. This is based on a requirement. We can configure anything. So we can configure anything. We can configure anything. Clear? Anyone any doubt here? So this is a build tool, and with the help of Maven, we configure. So we are calling here, so in jobs and all, we are configuring build tools, and here we are calling some Maven lifecycle. Right? MEN package, MEN clean, whatever you want. You got it? So here it is generating jar file or var file or ER file. And this is a build tool. We can configure Maven or we can configure Ant or we can whatever you want. So that is based on requirement. We can configure any tool. These all are the build tools. Okay. Now once the artifact file is generated, how to test whether my application is working or not? We have to deploy. We have to deploy any one server, right? Now we configure one server. What is the server name? We configure one server. What is the server name? Sudhir, we configure one server. What is the server name?
Mm,
Tomcat.
Tomcat, sorry. Yes,
Tomcat
sir.
server. This is a server. We can use any one server, guys. Tomcat server or JBoss server or WebLogic server. There is many servers in my real-time market. Jetty server. So there is many servers available in real time. We can use any one server. Okay, just assume. So here is the tester, sir. Now I deployed this. What is this? Which file we are going to deploy here? I deployed var file. I deployed var file into server. Now testers are working on here. Now testers will test it. This is a real-time scenario. How it will work. Now see here. These are the testers. Testers working on here. So testers working on here. Okay. So now testers working on here, and so whether this is a testing phase. This is the testing phase. Just I am giving a high level overview. Once the testing UAT is done, UAT is nothing but a user acceptance test. Actually, once testing is done, they are sending one email, UAT, user acceptance test. What is this? UAT, user acceptance test. So user acceptance test means once UAT is done and they will send email. What is this meaning? UAT is nothing but everything working fine. So there is no issues. We can deploy. We can so deploy. So like this. So we are getting. So like this. We are getting one email. Like this, they are sending one email. So once you join any organization, so you can easily understand. So what is happening and all. Okay. So this is the UAT phase, user acceptance test. Clear, Sudhir?
Yes, sir.
So once what is these people are doing? Already developer they develop the code, and we build it. We generated artifact files. How we can check whether this artifact files working fine or not? We have to deploy any one server, right? This is also one server. This is the test server. In real time we can see many servers: test server, development server, stage servers, production servers. There is many servers we are maintaining real time. And first try to understand, this is a naming convention. These are the naming convention. So once this is done, if everything working fine, just assume I am not giving many steps. There is a one more. So we are also maintaining in real time stage server. What is this? Stage area. Or simply directly we can use, this is the stage. This is also test environment, and this is the stage environment. This is the stage. Or directly just assume this is a prod. Directly I am giving production server. Production means prod means live. Prod means live. So our
Right.
end users using this our product. End users accessing this server. Who are accessing this server?
End
Customers.
user.
End user nothing but customers. This is the zero error code. Our end users are so working on here. End user customers are working on here. Customers using customers. So customers accessing this server. Customers using this is the end user. Simply we are nothing but end user. So these steps and all, in between we can add many servers also, stage server and pre-production. So that's a real time we are maintaining. Just a high level I am giving. Now here, anyone any doubt how it will work? See here, this is the repository. This is the one flow, high level flow, how it will work. Now got it? See, this is the GitHub repository. This is the CI/CD tool. This is the build tool, and we are using many servers. This is the Tomcat server, and so once we everything build is done, and so we are going to copy this artifact file. We are going to deploy the Tomcat server. So testers accessing this server, and they are tested our entire project, and they are validating. Once that is done, and finally we are going to deploy into production server. Got it? So anyone any doubt here as of now? Or Sudhir? Clear? Is
Clear,
Sudhir?
sir.
Okay. This is the high level processor. Now same steps we configure manually, but same steps we can do some automation also. So how to automate? So how to automate? So as of now, each and everything we configure manually. We will configure manually these steps and all, and we are doing some manual process. So now we need to do some automate. So in Jenkins people they are providing one concept. So there is a pipeline concept. There is a pipeline. Even if you go here, click on your new item. So as of now, I selected freestyle job on Maven project. You know what is the freestyle project? What is the Maven project? If you really configure Maven and all, we can select Maven. We can select Maven and all. And if you don't want freestyle, we can select freestyle. There is one more option also available. See here, pipeline. See here, pipeline. See, so this is one more type. So pipeline, very important concept in Jenkins, and 100% in interview they are asking this concept. So if in a resume, if you mention Jenkins concept, so first question they are asking, do you know pipeline? How many types of pipelines available? So how to write pipeline syntax and all. 100% they are asking these questions. See here, what is pipeline? So orchestrate long running activities that can span multiple build agents and suitable for building pipelines and organizing complex activities. So do not easily fit for freestyle job and all. So few jobs already we created with the help of freestyle project and with the help of Maven project. So simply if you want to understand what is pipeline, pipeline is nothing but a user defined build process. So what is so Jenkins? This is very important. This is very important. So see here. So what is this is the official website. So this is the official website. If we click on here, so here itself we can so they given clear information. So what is the pipeline and how to create pipeline and how many types of pipelines and what is the advantage of pipeline. So everything already they updated here. Everything they already updated here. Now see here Jenkins pipeline. It is the suite of plugins which support implementing and integrating continuous delivery pipeline into Jenkins server. You know, right? What is CD, continuous delivery? So I don't want to implement manual process. So these steps are manual process. As of now, I written a configure via GUI level, right? So via GUI. This is a GUI, right? This is your Jenkins server. So each and everything I am coming to particular job, whatever you want, I configure. For example, I want to configure poll SEM. How we are configure? So that so for example, I want to configure poll SEM. You know, right? So
Yes, sir.
click on the job name and go to configuration section. Here manually we are configuring the poll SEM. See here we are
Polish.
selecting and we are
Polish.
entering here. So same steps we can write via script also. Same steps we can write via script also. Same steps we can implement via script also. So that concept is nothing but a pipeline concept in so pipeline. So what is the concept name in Jenkins? This is very powerful, and so nowadays most of the people they are expecting this one only. So do you have experience on writing pipeline and how many types of pipelines available and can you explain? So they are asking like can you explain your pipeline process and all steps and all. Can you join me please someone? Unmuted. Okay, thank you. So now if you go here, so this are see here. What is pipeline? Simply, if you want to understand, so pipeline is nothing but so user defined build process. User defined build process. You want to implement your own process. So as of now, you configure, you know, everything manual steps and all. So these all are the manual steps and all. So there is one more way also we can configure. So the one more way is so that is the pipeline concept in Jenkins. So whatever as of now you know, same steps, same configuration. So everything I am going to configure via pipeline. So what is pipeline? First, simply they are asking what is pipeline. Pipeline is nothing but a user defined CI/CD process. And here we are going to add multiple stages, and with the help of those stages, we can deploy, we can build, and we can deploy your project. See here, what is CD? Continuous delivery pipeline is an automated expression, automated process, automated process. So there is deployment, there is one more, right? Continuous CD, automated expression of your process for getting software from version control right through the your users and customers. So this is the source code, and this is the end users using this accessing our application. End users accessing our application. So as of now, I configure each and everything manually. I configure some steps and I configure some GUI level. Once everything is done, I deploy it into one server. So these process, these steps, I am going to implement our own. I am going to implement our own script with the help of with the help of Jenkins. There is a one concept, pipeline concept. Now, if we come to here, there is two types of pipelines, guys. There is two types of pipelines. One is declarative pipeline and second one is scripted pipeline. So mostly, so there is in Jenkins people, they are providing two types of pipelines. So two types of pipelines. So now if you see here, pipeline, this chapter covers all recommended aspects of Jenkins pipeline functionality, how it will work. See, Jenkins pipeline is a suite of plugins. With the help of these plugins, we can implement and we can continuous integration and we can implement continuous delivery with the help of Jenkins. So what is CD, continuous delivery? There is two, right? Continuous integration, CI, continuous integration, continuous deployment. There is one more CI, continuous delivery also. CI, continuous integration, one CD, continuous deployment, and one more CD also is there, continuous delivery. This is the delivery, this is the integration, this is the deployment, this is the delivery. Okay, so continuous integration, continuous deployment, continuous delivery. Now see here, so what is delivery and delivery? Continuous delivery means pipeline is an automated expression of your process for getting software from version control right through your users and customers. From version control to up to end user. I want to do some automation. I want to do some automation. So I want to implement some automation. So that case, now we are going to use continuous delivery also. So continuous deployment means so up to here. I deploy Tomcat server, right? This is the continuous deployment. So if any new changes come to our repository, so my Jenkins server keep on monitoring my repository. Once a build is succeeded, it is copying that latest build artifact files. It is copying latest build artifact files from my Jenkins server and automatically it is deploying to server. This is the continuous deployment. Up to here CD, continuous deployment. So this is the deployment. And I want to end users, right? We want to submit our product to end users. This is the continuous delivery. So we are deploying to production, right? So this is nothing but continuous delivery. Now, if we come to here, so there is two types of pipelines, guys. So there is a two types of pipelines. Now see here, why pipeline? So what is the purpose? Why you need pipeline? See, so Jenkins is fundamentally an automation engine which supports number of automation patterns. Pipeline adds the powerful set of automation tools, Jenkins, and supporting use cases that span from the simple continuous integration to comprehensive CD pipelines. So as of now, we implemented simple so pipeline that is the deployment process and all. If you want to implement any complex or if you want to implement your own process, okay, if you want to implement your own process or if you want to implement your own this and all, so that case you go for Jenkins CI/CD process, continuous deployment and continuous delivery. Okay. Now, if you come to here, Jenkins, they are providing two types of pipelines. See here. So there is a code. What is why you go for means pipelines are implemented in code and typically checked into source code. Source code and also durable pipelines Pipelines can survey both the planned and unplanned manner, both planned and unplanned manner also, both planned and unplanned manner also. And also see here, pipelines can optionally stop and wait human inputs. Suppose if you want to, we can start the build, or if you don't want, we can wait up to uh, input. Suppose whether yes or no. If you want to, yes or no. Next, what's the type? Pipeline support complex CI/CD process, extensible. Pipeline plugins support custom extensions as well as many things. Anyone is waiting? No, right? So that case we go for pipelines. Now if you go here, there is two types of plugin pipelines. That is the declarative pipeline and scripted pipeline. If you go here, so there is a two types of pipelines. One is also declarative pipeline, and the second one is a scripted pipeline. So now we'll see what is difference between declarative and scripted pipeline. So these are the types of pipelines in Jenkins. One is declarative pipeline, and the second one is scripted pipeline. Declarative pipeline and scripted pipeline. So these are the two types mostly, and there is also multi-branch pipeline also available. Interview also they are asking. So is there any other pipeline? There is a multi-branch pipeline also available. What is this? Multi-branch pipeline. One more pipeline also is there, that is multi-branch. But mostly in pipeline, so these are the two types. So declarative pipeline and scripted pipeline. Declarative pipeline, scripted. Both are purpose same only. So mostly now see here, declarative pipeline and scripted pipeline. Both are same only. Declarative pipeline and scripted. These are the two types of pipelines. But what is difference? See here, declarative and scripted pipelines are constructed fundamentally differently. Declarative pipelines is more recent feature of Jenkins pipeline compared to scripted pipeline. Both are same. Whatever you want, we can use. Whether if you want to, we can use scripted declarative pipeline or we can use scripted pipeline. Whether we can use a declarative pipeline or scripted pipeline. Compared to scripted pipeline, this is the most recent feature of Jenkins pipeline. Now see here, declarative pipeline is the more recent feature of Jenkins pipeline, and it provide richer syntactical features over the scripted pipeline. Compared to scripted pipeline, declarative pipeline provide so the syntax wise more features, and also we can easily understand, and it is designed to make written in write a code easier. We can easily write your code and all. So this is the in interview also one or two people, most of people asked. So what is difference between a declarative pipeline and a scripted pipeline? Both are same only. Purpose is same only. So that is based on requirement. We can use anyone. That what is main difference? Declarative pipeline is the more recent features compared to scripted pipeline. And also declarative pipeline, it provide syntactical features over say scripted pipeline, and also it is designed make writing and reading pipeline code is very easy, so we can easily understand and we can write very simple way compared to scripted pipeline. Now if you see here, so what is the syntax? Declarative pipeline syntax, fundamental, how it will work. So this is the syntax, guys. So this is the syntax. So it will starts with pipeline. This is the declarative pipeline. Declarative pipeline, declarative pipeline, declarative pipeline, declarative pipeline. It will start with pipeline, and so closing bracket, and so here agent any, and so here there is a one tool section. So under this tool section we can configure, so we can configure your build tools and all. We can configure your build tools and all, whatever you want. Configure build tools. This is the syntax, and stages is the root tag. Here stages, stages, stages is the root tag. Under stages we can add many stages. Under stages we can add many stages. So for example, one stage, for example, one STA stage, one stage. This is the stage name. We can give any stage name. We can give any stage name. This is very simple only. And so now there is a steps. There is a steps. Under the steps, this is your actual task and all. So we are writing your actual task and all here only. This is your actual task. Whatever you want we can write. So this is the stage name, whatever stage name. For example, I want to get source code from my repository. This is the stage name, scm I given. So now see here, so like this we can copy and we can add many stages. We can add many stages. Copy this one and we can paste it. For example, I want to compile the source code. I want to compile the source code. Compilation, compile the source code. So here we are calling your Maven lifecycle and all. Once the compilation is done, we are calling Maven lifecycle, right? So after compilation, I want to generate artifact file. Already you know, right? So that is Maven and all. So that is the reason I am showing here. So now we can see generate package file. Package file. Now see here, whatever you want, so we can use it. So whatever you want, we can use it. So like this, we can add many stages. Now if you observe here, same story. So pipeline. Pipeline is the root. This is the pipe syntax. Starts with pipeline. Here all most of the steps repeated only. Only we have to remember few steps. Only we have to remember few steps only. Only we have to remember few steps only. See here, pipeline, agent, any stages, and so like this we can add many stages. Here see here they given one stage. What is the stage name? Build. And these are the steps. We can write your actual task and all here, and we can like this we can add many stages. Many stages. This is the build stage. Next this is the test stage. Under the stage steps we can call whatever you want, and this is the deployment stage. Under the stage we can call, under the stage steps we can call steps and all here. So like this we can add many things. So like this we can add many things. Okay, so this is the basic syntax of declarative pipeline. In real time also we are using same pipeline, and coming classes we can understand very simple, so how to write pipeline and how it will work. So as of now, right, manually we configure each and everything. Same steps we can configure, we can implement via script level, via script level. So Jenkins, there is a one great feature available, pipeline feature, and with the help of pipeline, we can implement your entire build process, how it will work. So what are the steps you want to add? So those and all we can add it. Anyone, any doubt, guys, here? Anyway,
Yes, sir.
next class I will explain all syntax and all, and some of
Sir,
basic example and all. Yes.
sir, build test to name, sir. Are keywords, sir, అవి?
దిస్ ఈజ్ అ నేమ్, స్టేజ్ నేమ్. ఇక్కడ నేనేమి ఇచ్చాను, ఇక్కడ కంపైల్ అని ఇచ్చాను, ఎస్సిఎం ఇచ్చాను, సోర్స్ కోడ్ అంటే మనకి మీనింగ్ఫుల్ నేమ్ పెట్టిస్తాం అనమాట.
ఓకే. సిఎన్ఎం పెట్టుకోవచ్చు. అది డిఫాల్ట్ అదే వాళ్ళ రూల్ ఏం
నో నో
లేదు.
నో దట్ ఈజ్ ఎనీ నేమ్, దట్ ఈజ్ యువర్ విష్. ఇన్ దిస్ కేస్ నేను ఏమి ఇచ్చాను చూడండి, ఇక్కడ ఎస్సిఎం ఇచ్చాను. ఎస్సిఎం అంటే
ఓకే.
సోర్స్ కోడ్ మేనేజ్మెంట్. సో ఇన్ దిస్ కేస్ ఐ వాంట్ టు గెట్ సోర్స్ కోడ్, అంటే రిపాజిటరీ నుంచి నాకు సోర్స్ కోడ్ రావాలి. నేను ఎస్సిఎం ఇచ్చాను. ఏబిసి ఇవ్వచ్చు,
లైక్
ఏజెడ్,
సార్
ఎనీథింగ్,
లైక్
ఏబిసి, ఎనీథింగ్.
లైక్ సార్ జావాలో మన క్లాస్ నేమ్ ఇస్తారు అలాగా నేమ్ సార్ అది.
ఎనీ నేమ్, దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ స్టేజ్ నేమ్. అంటే
ఆ
ఆ
స్టేజ్.
స్టేజ్లో నువ్వు ఏం రాయాలనుకున్నావో దానికి
ఓకే.
రిలేటెడ్ ఒక నేమ్ ఇస్తావు. మీనింగ్ఫుల్
అంతకంటే
నేమ్.
ఇదే ఇవ్వాలని లేదు.
నో. XYZ
ఓకే.
ఇచ్చేయచ్చు, ఏబీసీ
ఓకే.
ఇవ్వచ్చు,
ఓకే.
నీ
ఓకే.
నేమ్ ఇచ్చుకోవచ్చు, నా నేమ్ ఇచ్చుకోవచ్చు, ఎనీథింగ్.
ఓకే.
సో
ఓకే.
హియర్ కంపైల్ అని ఇచ్చినాను,
హ్మ్.
ఎందుకంటే నాకు అర్థమయ్యేదానికి. సో ఈ స్టేజ్లో నేను ఏం చేస్తాను, ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు కంపైల్ మై సోర్స్ కోడ్.
గాట్
Okay,
ఇట్ సార్.
or we
గాట్
can give XYZ also. We can give XYZ also. That is, we can give any name. So there is no, that is no, right, fixed name. So that is based on our understanding, based on our requirement. We can give some name for identification purpose. Okay.
ఇట్.
ఇప్పుడు నేను ఇక్కడ
ఓకే.
SCM పెట్టాను. If you see the stage name, SCM, source code management. Oh, in this stage, so we are going to write source code అంటే మన రిపాజిటరీని గెట్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఎస్సిఎం నెక్స్ట్ బిల్డ్ చేయాలంటే బిల్డ్ పెట్టుకోవచ్చు, టెస్ట్ చేయాలంటే టెస్ట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు, వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ వాంట్. Okay.
ఓకే.
Anyway, next
అండర్‌స్టూడ్.
class I will show you this syntax and all. And so what is difference, so what is the syntax difference between declarative pipeline and scripted pipeline. This is very very important, guys. Interview purpose as well as real time. Interview purpose 100%. If they asked any question in Jenkins, so without asking Jenkins, that is pipeline question, they won't close interview. Okay, make sure that. Very 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 important. And so next class I will explain clearly what is the difference between declarative, scripted, and what is the basic syntax for scripted pipeline and declarative pipeline, and how to write one sample job also. Next class I will show you. Okay. Just I hope you got some idea, right, how it will work, and how many types of pipelines. And so if you want to go through, this is the official website, everything they updated here, but there is many pages available. If you have time, go through this one. What is pipeline and why you go for pipeline, how many types of pipelines available, so everything they given some high level. Okay. So this is the official website. Already Jenkins people, everything they given document also. If you want to go through this one, if you want to go through this one. Clear? Clear, Sudhir?
యెస్ సార్.
Clear, Nitu? Okay. So next class I will explain more on this. Okay. So that's it from my side. And if you have any doubt, we can ask, or else we will end up, we will connect tomorrow.